Diaz, and my pronouns are she and her. I have a warm, medium brown skin tone. My hair is styled in a voluminous, curly updo with some defined curls framing my face. I am wearing a dark green, high neck, long sleeve top with a fitted silhouette. My makeup is subtle but polished with defined brows and a natural lip color. What is an inclusive recruitment strategy? An inclusive recruitment strategy is a recruitment strategy that actively prioritizes inclusion, specifically the inclusion of candidates from underrepresented or underemployed groups of people. For example, people with disabilities, indigenous peoples, and racialized newcomers. The goal when it comes to inclusive recruitment is to provide equal opportunities. We want to make sure that all candidates, regardless of their backgrounds, identities, or experiences, have equal opportunities to not only apply for, but actually secure positions within our organizations. This is because we want our workforces to be diverse. We want them to reflect the diversity of the world around us, right? Ultimately, this is how an inclusive recruitment strategy differs from a regular recruitment strategy. It places a strong emphasis on diversity and seeks out candidates from a wide range of backgrounds, including those who may be underrepresented in the organization or industry. A regular recruitment strategy, on the other hand, may not consider diversity. As a result, some groups of people might be unintentionally or inadvertently favored over others. And this is because of bias. Bias refers to our tendency to prefer one person or thing to another and then to favor that person or thing behaving unfairly. For example, interviewing more men than women, so favoring men, or only interviewing people who went to school in Canada or the United States, favoring North American institutions. If you would like to learn more about bias, I encourage you to check out the first lesson in Module 2. So, inclusive recruitment strategies generally incorporate measures to mitigate bias in the hiring process. Regular recruitment strategies might not consider these factors, resulting in job postings that attract a narrower, less diverse pool of applicants. An inclusive recruitment strategy typically involves broader outreach efforts too. This means advertising job openings on a variety of platforms, including platforms that specifically target underrepresented groups. It might also mean partnering with employment agencies, service providers, and community or faith based organizations. So, while a regular recruitment strategy might rely on more traditional channels, resulting in a less diverse pool of applicants, an inclusive recruitment strategy tries to reach as many people as possible. And so, why is it important to have an inclusive recruitment strategy? Let's break it down. First, an inclusive recruitment strategy helps ensure our workforce reflects the diversity of our customer base, meaning we are better equipped to meet their needs. Second, it enhances innovation and creativity. Studies have shown that more diverse teams tend to be more creative. They bring a wider variety of perspectives to the table, so to speak. Organizations that prioritize diversity and inclusion also tend to have a better reputation too. They're seen as more ethical and more socially responsible, which helps attract top talent along with customers and investors. Finally, an inclusive recruitment strategy helps ensure compliance with legal standards like duty to accommodate, which we talked about in Module 4. So, by promoting diversity and inclusion, organizations reduce the risk of legal challenges related to discriminatory hiring practices. Organizations that do not prioritize inclusive recruitment end up missing out on talented individuals from underrepresented groups. They have a smaller pool of potential applicants to work from, leading to suboptimal hires and a suboptimal workforce. Further, without an inclusive recruitment strategy, biases in the hiring process will go unaddressed, resulting in preferential treatment and discriminatory decision making. So, not only are they limiting the diversity of the organization, they are also setting it up for potential legal challenges. Again, if you would like to learn more about bias, I recommend the first lesson, so lesson 1 in module 2. It's also worth noting that a lack of diversity can also have negative effects on morale and engagement. Employees from underrepresented groups might feel isolated or excluded, leading to a decrease in productivity and retention. They might also feel like they're being tokenized, something we'll talk more about in Lesson 6. In conclusion, developing and implementing an inclusive recruitment strategy is essential for building a diverse, innovative, and successful workforce. And that's what this module is all about, helping building an inclusive recruitment strategy for your organization. It's divided into 7 lessons. Each lesson covers a different part of inclusive recruitment. So, our goal is to quote and unquote walk you through the process of developing a recruitment strategy because by prioritizing diversity and inclusion in recruitment, organizations can not only enhance their performance and reputation, but also create a more equitable and inclusive workplace for all employees.